What's going on, folks? Happy Saturday. Just wanted to show you guys this food that I've been feeding these shrimp. Is really, they really seem to like it. So I don't know what's in here, but they're really doing well with it. So I just put in a few pieces, and they're all in here. I mean, this guy right here, this crystal, I took a piece and ran up there with it. Didn't even want to share it, which is kind of interesting. But if you notice, they're all in here. Going to town on it. So and that Amano's trying to take it from people. There's one right there. Got a big piece, but the assassins are doing well. The assassin snails in here are doing what I need them to do. And matter of fact, here's a perfect example. You can see that shell right there. There's an empty shell, and there's a few empty shells back here, and all good things I want to see. The dwarf baby tears right here is really starting to crawl. That looks like some Christmas moss, I think. And I actually put a piece of it up here at the top of the driftwood. But give you guys an idea of all the shrimp out. These are the bigger ones that are easy to see. I still don't know what those guys are. So if anybody knows what that shrimp is, let me know. But I think that they might actually be able to breed in here. They're not like an Amano, but the crystals and the red cherries are doing awesome. And got a ton of really good plant growth in here, and I've got a lot of baby shrimp on this net as well, which is cool. They're keeping that clean. They're also keeping that back there clean. And the babies are doing well in here. See if I can see, they're getting bigger, they're moving quicker, they're eating well. And I think I have, I had some get out at one point, but I think there's maybe 5 in here. So we'll just see how that goes. And then one thing I figured out how to do on glare on this tank, I want to show you one thing in the 120, is to turn the light off on the tank here. So let me do something. See if that, there we go. Now I don't have a glare problem. But this tank's doing pretty well. And I need to clean the algae off the front of the glass. But the one thing, that rubber lip really likes that spot right there. But I just wanted to show you guys what's amazing. That Tiger Lily leaf is unbelievable. And it's really hard to get the full view, but that leaf is so big. To give you an idea, that's probably, let me pull back a little bit so you can kind of see it in the whole tank. But you can't really, if you look down on it, but it's literally, wow, I don't know. I'm thinking it's almost like you could. It's bigger than a. I don't know what I would. I mean, it's bigger than my hand. But it's just really impressive. Pretty color too. But plants are all doing well. Let me get that glare out. Plants are all doing well. Fish are all doing well. The Bozemantes, the color on them is amazing. And I just have too many fish in this tank. So, but I don't really want to get rid of anybody. And just see how they do. But the challenge of getting rid of anybody in a big tank like this is you have to catch them. So somebody suggested night fishing. The only problem there is that I have to put them in a container or something so that I can, I can put them in a breeder net, I guess, until I take them to the fish store the next day. But I cannot believe these Siamese algae eaters, how much they've grown. If you go look in the earlier videos, where actually I have an artificial piece of driftwood right here, like a stump, and they're in there, and they're, I mean, literally they're almost a little bit bigger than that cardinal tetra right there, about that size. So grown really well. But yeah, I don't have any fish eggs. Nothing's. This area down here is doing pretty well. I like how this plant's starting to crawl around. I just want to see it crawl. And I apologize for the algae, but I just want to see this kind of crawl around and fill this area in. Just like the texture of that plant. It's just kind of a little round. It just looks really well. And then that's a micro sword, I believe. And then this is some hair grass. A piece of Java fern right there. I can't really tell if it's going to make it or not. The Anubias is doing really well. And you can see the two twig catfish, or the Fuelis. There's one right here, and then there's this one there. But they're doing really well. That's actually Italian Val right there. I just put in 2 pieces, but it's just grown really slow. And my whole guess is the roots aren't doing well because it's getting plenty of light, but I just don't know. I don't know. But that plant I moved a few days ago is doing really well. Seems to be. It's kind of growing, and I just cut it and pulled the leaves off. And it's kind of a stemmed based plant if you look, and well, you can't really see it back there. But anyway, just push it all the way down. I hit the fluorite, and under the fluorite is where I have the organic dirt. So, and then a black sand as the cap, and you can kind of see the fluorite's kind of areas where these plants root. That fluorite kind of gets pushed up. But that's it. Thanks for watching. Water Sprite is growing crazy once again, and let's see what it looks like here. Water's clear. Very happy with the quality. I need to do a water change, and this is the hose that I've gotten out. This is what I do. I hook that into the outtake, and then I run this other tube to the toilet actually, and that little clamp is on the, just put it on the side of the toilet, and I run the tube through there, and it just keeps it so that it anchors it in case anybody trips on this hose, because it's coming out at a fast rate. It would be a huge mess if it wasn't anchored. But give you an idea, there's actually a piece of looks like a piece of water or wisteria right there, kind of stuck in there. That gives you an idea of the flow rate on the FX5, and I've actually got it kind of turned down. That wire's for its sensor for the true temp, and kind of pull back, but it's looking pretty good. Happy with it. And the final tip I'll give you guys is these 2 black angels. Whenever I see them together, I know that they don't have a nest anywhere, or they haven't spawned. It's only when you only see one out at a time that you might think something's going on. She's getting a little bossy. The black molly, otherwise known as the whale. She's pretty big, but she's got wild eyes on her. Got a little bit of gold in her. Interesting colors. But yeah, hey, thanks for watching, guys. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. Happy Saturday. And it's almost time for March Madness, my favorite time of the year. Oh, and check out this guy, man. He's got some color. He's not very big. He's getting there. And she's around here somewhere. But appreciate everybody watching. Have a great weekend.
See ya.